Hi everyone, welcome back. You're watching Math with Anila.
In the previous class, we have seen how to factorize the polynomial by splitting the middle term with the positive terms. Today, let's see how to factorize a polynomial with negative terms. Consider an example. X square minus 4x minus 32. Here, two of the terms are negative. And now we'll see how to split the middle term and factorize this polynomial. And always you remember one thing. Whenever you get an algebraic expression, this is a quadratic expression. You need to write in the standard form. How to write in the standard form? You have to write the expression in the decreasing order of the powers of the variable. Here the highest power is 2. Here it is 1, and then finally there is no variable. That means the power of the variable will be equal to 0. Now it's already in the standard form, and as I have told you yesterday, first we need to see what's the sum and the product. The sum is the coefficient of the variable having the power 1. So here the sum is minus 4. Sum is minus 4, and what's the product here? As I have told you, the product is the product of the coefficient of the second degree term as well as the last term. So 32 into 1, that is 32 itself. It is minus 32. It's minus 32. Now what you need to do is, you need to split this minus 32 into two terms such that when you are adding those two terms, you must get minus 4, and when you are multiplying those two terms, you must get minus 32. Here I need to explain you a special rule. When the product is negative, what are the signs of the numbers which we get? You see, whenever you multiply and you get the product as a negative term, it is sure that both the terms are of opposite sign. That is, one number will be positive, one number will be negative. Since the product of a positive and a negative number will be negative. This is what you have to remember. And now what you need to see is, you should see the sign of the sum. Here the product is negative. So it is very sure that the two numbers what you are getting are of different signs. Now we will consider the sum. The sum is negative here. So what is the condition? When the sum is negative, the greater number will be negative and the smaller number will be positive. Let us split this minus 32. So minus 32 into two terms. If you are unable to find the product of two numbers such that the sum is minus 4, you can use one more method like factorizing the number 32. If you factorize this here with 2, 16 2s are 32 and 8. Then again it's by 4, by 2, by 2. See the factors here. If you see 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. How many times it's there? 5 times 2s are there. Now you can group these factors so that you will get two numbers, and then you can find out what number will make you 32 as a product, and when you are adding those two numbers, whether you're getting minus 4 or not. Look at that. So what I'll do is, I'll just consider 8 in one group and another one 4 in another group. So if you see 8 and 4, if you multiply these two terms, 8 and 4, 8 4s are 32 I am getting. Since the product is negative and the sum is negative, I will have to give negative sign to the greater number here. So this will be minus 8 and this is plus 4. Look at that. If you add these two numbers, you are getting minus 4 as the sum, and when you're multiplying these two, you're getting minus 32. Now it's easy for us to factorize. The same method but we have performed in yesterday's class, we have to continue the same. Here this will be x square minus 8x plus 4x minus 32. Now take the common factor x into x minus 8 plus, from these two we can take 4 common. Again you will get this as x minus 8. Now these two, x minus 8 is common. Take x minus 8 out. You will get this as x plus 4. This is how we can factorize the given quadratic expression. Consider this question. X square plus 10 minus 7x. This question is not in the standard form. So first we have to bring it into the standard form. How can we write it? That will be x square minus 7x plus 10. I have told you the decreasing order of the powers. Now find out the sum and the product. What's the sum here? Sum is minus 7, the coefficient of the degree 1 term, the variable having the degree 1. Now what's the product? Product is 10. Look at the sum here. The sum is negative. When the sum is negative and the product is positive, you can see that both the numbers are negative. See, when you are adding two negative numbers, again you will get a negative number as your answer. And when you multiply both the negative numbers, you will get your product as positive. Now, what's the other condition? When the product is positive and even the sum is also positive, both the numbers what you are getting will be positive itself. This is an important rule you have to remember when you split the middle term. Now, we have to split this 10 into two numbers, and I have already told you both the numbers will be negative here since the sum is negative. Now, what are the two numbers? It's simple. No need of any factorization. Here, if you see that 5 and 2, when you are adding this 5 and 2, you will get 7, and when you multiply these two, you will get 10. Since the sum is negative, both these numbers will be negative. So, minus 5 and minus 2 will be minus 7, and minus 5 into minus 2 is plus 10. Let's factorize. That's equal to x square minus 5x minus 2x plus 10. X is common. X into x minus 5 minus 2 common here. Minus 2 into x minus 5. Since we have taken minus 2 outside, this becomes minus 5. Now, x minus 5 is common. X minus 5 into x minus 2. These are the factors of this quadratic expression. Remember these two rules, it's very important. Now, these two questions are for you. It's p square minus 7p plus 12 and y square minus 40 minus 3y. Solve it and let me know the answer. Remember the rules when you solve. Consider another example. See here, what you can see is there is a coefficient with this a square. In the previous cases, what we had was, there was the coefficient of the second degree term was 1. So it was easy for us to find the product. Even this is also easy, but still you look at the question how we can split this. 6a square minus a minus 15. We have to write the sum and the product. The sum is negative. Sum is equal to minus 1, the coefficient of the degree 1 term, and the product is, I have told you, the product you need to multiply these two terms, 15 and 6. It's minus 90 since this 15 is negative. Now you need to split this 90 into two terms such that the sum should be minus 1. And as I have told you, when the product is negative, you have to remember the rules, and here the sum is also negative. When the sum is negative, the greater number will be negative and the smaller number will be positive. Let's split this minus 90. You have to factorize 90 first. It's easy to solve it, but still for your reference, you have to do the factorization. Now we have to group these numbers, two groups, so that the product should be minus 90 and the sum is minus 1. Product is already minus 90 because we have taken 90 itself here. Now I'll group these two numbers in one group, that is 3 3s are 9 and 5 2s are 10. So 10 into 9 is 90, and the difference between 10 and 9 is 1. So when you split this minus 90, you will get two numbers, 10 and 9. Since the sum is negative, your greater number is negative and the smaller number is positive. So this is minus 10 and this is plus 9. Now let's split this expression. That's equal to 6a square minus 10a plus 9a minus 15. Take out 2a common from this first term. First group, this will be 2a into 3a minus 5 plus 3 common into 3a minus 5. Now 3a minus 5 is common, so you will get this as 3a minus 5 into 2a plus 3. These are the factors of 6a square minus a minus 15. Remember the rules, two rules which I have given whenever you are splitting the middle terms of a given expression. Now, here are the questions for you. That is 2x square minus 3x minus 2, 3x square plus 4 minus 13x. Remember all the steps and solve it and let me know the answer. Let's continue with the other methods of factorization in the next class. Thank you.